Welcome to yesterday's NBA news from the 12th of August. We had first schedule leaks by Shams. We had a disturbing story on the WNBA side, or the in terms of one player, and yeah, we'll talk about that all here with yesterday's NBA news. So yeah, first of all, let's start with some player contracts or rumors, which Oscar Tshiebwe is signing a two-way contract with the Utah Jazz. Tshiebwe. And he was a G League Rookie of the Year, averaged like 16 and 16. Good at the depth into this Utah's big man rotation. Makes perfect sense for him to sign a two-way there. And Guershon Yabusele, who had an incredible Olympic run, is a serious option for the Cleveland Cavaliers, which makes perfect sense for them. He could certainly fit in really well with them as a role player, and I'm hoping he gets another chance because he was fucking awesome in the Olympics. The question is, will it be with the Cavs? Obviously the Spurs. I was saying that they should give him a contract right after the Olympics ended, so we'll see what happens with Yabusele, but I would expect him to get another chance in the NBA this offseason. Now, to the schedule leaks. Shams tweeted out some first games we know from the schedule, so I guess the schedules are already sent out to the teams and they are leaking some of the games to Shams or something like that. We now know the opening night, so let's start with that on October 22nd, which is now 2 months away essentially. Obviously a little longer than that, but in essence. Which is the New York Knicks against the Boston Celtics. Then it's the Minnesota Timberwolves at LA Lakers. Which obviously Knicks at Celtic will be ring night. It makes sense. The Knicks, a lot of people thought should have been the team to, give Boston a fight in the Eastern Conference Finals. They obviously improved in the offseason, and obviously Boston has to play on opening night because they are the defending champs. And then it's Timberwolves at Lakers, which LA LeBron opening night, I guess. Timberwolves, the biggest risers last year, right? Anthony Edwards. They will try to push him to be one of the league's biggest stars. Makes perfect sense that it will be like this on October 22nd. Then we had Klay Thompson's return to the Bay Area, aka a game against the Warriors, aka Mavericks against Warriors, at Golden State in the Bay Area on November 12th, which will be weird, will be awkward, and I'm intrigued to see how that goes and what the fans will, and what Joe Lacob and them will have for Klay in his return to the Bay. It will be weird, and I'm not looking forward to it in a way. Then, first of all, we had some other games that we know about on the second day of the NBA season, which is the Bucks at Philadelphia 76ers. So Giannis against Embiid, and not on opening night, but the day after. And that's gonna be a fun matchup. We'll see what Milwaukee looks like. A lot of people are writing them off. A lot of people are down on Milwaukee. And a lot of people are saying that this is their last chance. We'll see. Obviously, Chris Middleton's injuries are disturbing. Brook Lopez looks just worse, a step slower. So we'll see how that all works out. But I'm not counting out Milwaukee, honestly. And then it's Philly. Obviously, at Philadelphia makes perfect sense for the new Big Three to play right afterwards in a marquee matchup in a way. So there's that. Kind of surprised it's not Sixers at Celtics, honestly, in a way. But at the same time, the Knicks make more sense because, the Sixers, obviously, it's not a rivalry because they always get their asses kicked by the Celtics. So it makes more sense this way, in a way. Then, on the other game on October 23rd, I'm gonna skip over the final 3 matches first, will be Suns at Clippers, which will be the new Clippers arena into a dome, which is obviously Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal at LA, which is Harden, Kawhi Leonard. So marquee matchups, obviously, all around in the first week. Will be intriguing to see when the Warriors play, or who they play rather, in their first matchup of the season. It will be weird not having to wake up at 4 a.m. to watch opening night basketball for my Warriors. It will be weird, but I guess we'll play maybe on the, what is it? Is it Thursday? What is it? Yeah, on Thursday, 24th of October. In a doubleheader. We'll see how that works. I'm pretty sure we'll get the schedule maybe even today, certainly this week, so we'll know rather very soon. And the final 3 matches were released, which is Boston at Dallas on January 25th and Dallas at Boston on February 6th. That's all we know for now. I mean, it's not that intriguing, but since we know, I wanted to put it here, obviously, since it is really related to the NBA and how close we actually are to, training camp in a month, essentially, and the season will be here very soon. And obviously, the WNBA season is starting on Thursday already, so a lot of basketball will be fun, and, I'm excited. As we get into the WNBA, because there was a federal lawsuit against the WNBA and the Las Vegas Aces from the Erica Hamby, who was a part of the Aces for, 5 years or 4 years, and she is now obviously with the LA Sparks. She is a really great player. She was there for the Vegas First Championship. She won I think she was twice the Sixth Man of the Year. She obviously was also, she also was an WNBA All-Star, so this is a big deal because, well, she is filing a lawsuit for unlawful discrimination and retaliation in employment because she was pregnant, and the story is weird. I read the lawsuit, and it is certainly not a good look for the Aces staff and everything, because she got pregnant. She did not have it planned. They said to her that she should have been taking more precautions to not get pregnant. They started to treat her very differently after she got pregnant, even though she quite literally did not miss any game the next season or any preseason in that season when she got pregnant, when she was traded to the Sparks. But there were some teams deals under the table that they would pay for her daughter's tuition in a private school. And after they learned she was pregnant, they were just nasty to her and decided that she could be a liability for them, essentially. And she would not be given it to her at all, even though she was working out when even 7 months pregnant, as the doctors told her to. And she was great the next season, right? So, they quite literally implied that, she signed a 2-year extension when, she knew she was pregnant, which was not true. They also said that she essentially agreed to not get pregnant by signing a 2-year extension. So this shit is quite literally weird and wild, and I'm not for sure the perfect person to talk about this, but it feels fucking crazy, right? Not even in the WNBA, women, can get it all, right? Can get it all. They still have to get discriminated. Not like shit happens in the real world. I mean, this is the real world, right? But shit happens everywhere, even in the WNBA. Right? Career or get pregnant. And hey, you don't want kids? Yeah, you're a weird woman. And then on the other hand, if she got kids, you can have a career. Well, the world is backwards in this shit, man. And it's sad to see a woman get torn down by other women. For example, Becky Hammon, who was very nasty from what I've read in the transcript of the lawsuit. So that was just a sad read, and I hope she gets any type of justice she can, because I know this had to be fucking awful on her mental state, which she stated in the lawsuit. And I mean, yeah, the Aces have operated quite weirdly, let's just say, from what I've read and from what I've seen. So, yeah, I mean, I love Asia Wilson, I love a lot of the players on the Aces, but, yeah, I mean, Las Vegas, what the fuck do I expect from Las Vegas, I guess. Anyway, that's it for now. I obviously didn't go too deep into it, and I'm obviously not the greatest person to probably talk about this, but if you want to read the lawsuit, you can find it on Twitter, or I maybe even put a link in the description, and you can make up your own mind. Anyway, as always, be kind to others, be gentle with yourselves, and I'll catch you all tomorrow.